Mr Upvote here with an r/am I the bad guy read and react. Let's go. Am I the bad guy for opting out of my best friend's wedding because they didn't invite my girlfriend? My childhood best friend Brad is getting married in late May to Vicky. A week ago, on Easter, I received his wedding invite which only listed my name but not my girlfriend Mary. For context, Brad, Mary and I have known each other since high school. We were in the same friend group. Mary and I live around 2 hours away from Brad and Vicky. Because Mary is a nurse, she doesn't always have the time to visit Brad and Vicky with me, so I go alone most of the time. But when she's able, she'll join me. Mary has met Vicky and seen her around 10 times in the past 4 years that Vicky is with Brad. Mary and I have been together for 6 years total, and we do plan on getting engaged and married once we are more financially settled. So I asked Brad if Mary is invited and they just forgot to mention her name, to which he replied that Vicky is very strict about some rules and in order to cut down costs, she's enforcing a no ring, no bring rule for the wedding. So since Mary is just a girlfriend and doesn't have a ring to imply some formality, then she's not invited. I reminded Brad that Mary and I have been together longer than he's been with Vicky and that Mary is also his friend, not just my partner. He says he knows and tried to talk Vicky out of it, but she's very strict with that. I let it go and I was in dilemma about whether I should go to the wedding or not because of that. Mary told me she's not happy about this situation, but I should go to avoid more drama. So I called them to tell them I'll attend. Vicky picked up the phone and said she's sorry about making me uncomfortable by not inviting Mary, but these are the rules. I said I respect the rules, I'm not necessarily happy about it though. She then, for some reason, started being harsh about how Mary and I are not in a serious enough relationship if, after knowing each other for so long and being together for 6 years, we are not engaged yet, and joked that, after all, you never know what tomorrow brings and I could break up with Mary any time since we haven't shown any signs of true commitment. I confronted her and told her that it's not her place to validate Mary and I's relationship and that it's really low of her to use a dumb rule just to shame and micromanage long-term couples who, for whatever reason, haven't gotten married yet. I said I'll pass after all and not attend the wedding. She and Brad said I'm disrespecting them and their choices by choosing Mary over their wedding day, and I said I don't care. Keep your rules and I'll keep my relationship because it's more important than any exclusive rules that only exist in order to shame people. I've been receiving a lot of backlash from other friends for that choice who said I'm a bad guy for being so bitter about something so small. But to me, it's not so small. They invalidated Mary and our relationship. So, am I the bad guy? You're certainly not the bad guy here. This is a completely ridiculous rule and I've never even heard of it before. If Mary and Brad have been friends since high school as well, then she should have been invited as a friend, not expected to be a +1. She should have been invited regardless of her relationship with you. I would say that being together for 6 years is pretty indicative of your commitment to the relationship, and besides, who is she to determine the strength and validity of your relationship? She needs to grow up. It seems you were willing to abide by their rule until she decided to make it into a thing and insult you. I think Brad needs to be more assertive here and not take the passive route. He's trying to make the bride happy by abiding by her rules to avoid conflict and also passing the blame onto her when it is brought up to avoid conflict with you. Brad needs to step up because this is his day too. So YouTube, what are your thoughts on this? Please leave your comment below.